Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Roleplay Central. This is episode 19, I believe. So we're getting there, getting quite a ways through. But today we're going to be talking about the new Fallout RPG system from XP to level 3.
Yeah,
and his amazing work on creating a system that really represents Fallout and really...
He got their permission to, he got the Fallout people's permission to actually make the game, which is cool, to incorporate more specific stuff.
Yeah, so where do we want to start?
Well, I mean, we can start at character creation. I mean, he does a really, really good job of converting the stats and stuff, the stats and skills and stuff from the video game. So, if you're familiar with the video games, right?
You'll be able to pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, the perks are basically the same. The stats are basically the same. I mean, obviously there's some TTRPG mechanics, I forget what they called initiative in this. They called it something else. It's I don't even know if it's here.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean,
say one more specific.
Yeah. No, and the PDF is free. So if you go watch XP to level 3's video, right under the video, there's a link to to get the PDFs.
Yep.
So it's all free.
And he mentioned at the end of his video, he's going to take this system and kind of convert it to a non-Fallout based system.
He's going to make it generic and put it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they take action points from Fallout, and basically anything that you do costs action points. Right, so you don't have, in other systems you might have like multiple actions or something like that, but in here you just have action points and you can basically freeform spend
whatever
them.
You want to do.
Spend them on, it costs 1 point to move 5 feet.
Yep.
Right, so even movement costs action points, just like in the games.
And the reload.
I love
6,
that
firing your guns 3, and
it depends on the gun.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then. I love that they added that you can target specific body parts in bats, which is really cool.
One thing I really like about it is luck. How you can just when you want to do something.
They converted that pretty well too.
And whether or not it
affects your critical strike.
It removes the DM having to figure out what type of a roll it is. It's just hey, roll luck and see if you succeed on it or not. It's cool.
Well, and you actually add half of your luck modifier to all of your skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He brought up a character that someone played in his campaign that just went straight luck and nothing else. And he'd either be super OP or he'd be super useless.
Yeah, because if you max out luck, so if you min max, right?
The whole game's
then.
luck.
Yep.
Then, well, I mean, it still affects all of your skills.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, basically you still have all the skill bonuses that you would normally have.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And you progressively get more skills. Right. You get more skills, more skill bonuses. Yeah. As you level up. I love the combat damage. Or the hit point mechanic, right?
With stamina.
So you have AC, you have stamina, and you have hit points, and they're all kind of their own separate things, right? And stamina acts as a buffer to your hit points, so your stamina goes down first.
Well, basically dodge, I think is how you.
Yeah, it sort of acts like hit points do in 5e, right? Stamina.
Yeah. He claims this is loosely based in structure terms to 5e, but I see it's a whole new different thing. It seems like he's changed.
Well, I mean, I think he meant the dice mechanic.
Yeah.
Right, because the D20 plus the bonuses, right, is basically the 5e mechanic.
Yeah, but other than that, he's changed
he
almost everything other than that. So
he made the level progression with the perks. basically just like the video game where you get a perk almost every level.
He's one thing I really like about the the document itself is just how much freaking stuff you have to choose from. Like all the backgrounds, like there's 2 or 3 pages full of backgrounds. 4 pages actually, 5. Let's keep going.
Yeah, and all of the loot,
like 5.5 pages of backgrounds. Just backgrounds.
All of the loot is completely customizable, right? The weapons and the armor and stuff, just like in the video game. So like, it's almost just like Fallout 4, except for with obviously less, because Fallout 4 you could go really far.
Yeah.
Right, but
well, he explained that in the video.
But yeah, exactly.
It's like there's a lot.
Yeah, but you can craft almost everything, and you can modify all of your weapons and your armor.
Yeah.
And you can even buy power armor, or I mean, you can get power armor. You probably don't buy it.
I like also what he chose to go for in terms of races, as well. Like Protectron,
like the robot,
the ghouls, of course. Like you can't have it without a system without the ghouls, super mutants, and human. You know, like
that's cool.
The main 4. See, it's Kitty's able to figure.
And you can be
like
a synth.
Yeah, synth.
Yeah, it's crazy. And humans are the only ones that are affected by radiation. I love that. Yeah. But the radiation is like, super deadly.
Just so that one player doesn't...
Radiation?
He brought up in his video, just so one player doesn't feel so bad, maybe a couple people should go human.
The radiation rules are deadly.
Yeah.
Right. You take... For every 1 point of radiation you get, you take a D12 damage. That's not healable past like taking chems or like I'm sure resting a certain amount or something.
Yeah. Well, early level that could kill you real quick.
Oh yeah. Especially
if I was the DM doing one of these. I'd probably make everybody be human. At least the first
time
campaign or whatever.
Yeah, the first.
What's cool is like.
Or make everybody be any of the single races. Yeah. Like you could be like a super mutant raiding party.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it would be cool to be like to make it in the campaign where you you as a human you as a human die, but then you
could all
redo your class into something else. You know,
you could all be humans and take the trader background and you're just like a traveling caravan of traders.
I love that.
You bring a cow with you, bring a Brahmin with you. You just travel around.
Well, and I feel like, it kind of sounded like you could also kind of turn yourself into a ghoul if you wanted to, or a super mutant.
Yeah, because if the radiation kills you, you have a chance like because you get to make a luck check. You have a chance to become a ghoul. So you could literally just radiate yourself to death.
Yeah. It'd be fun to do that.
But yeah, I agree. Human first. Human first. Right.
Yep. Alright, well,
I definitely agree with that. But
I think my favorite part though of this system is the fact that because I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was talking about there are certain, like, I think it was perks or something that you can take that could actually, like, cause negative effects almost on the entire party. Like, making a crit fail more possible.
That's probably under luck.
I think there was
I don't remember.
But I don't remember.
I didn't bring the full list of perks. I just brought the character. But I know
he was joking about it. He's like, yeah, no. You could make it so that a +5 or a 5 is a critical fail. And I'm just like,
I know, that's crazy.
I don't know why you would want to do that, but hey.
And then, you guys saw the video, right? So, like the example he brought up of that ghoul in the vertibird that just throws the pilot out the window. He picks up the seat and everything and just hucks him out.
Yeah. This is another thing I thought was funny. You get a 10% bonus to your XP if you fall to 0 hit points. So if you die. So potentially, if you die and you become a ghoul, right, which I think would trigger this, right, because you die first and then you make the check and you go to 1 hit point and become a ghoul. So you would get a 10% bonus to XP.
Kind of broken.
I died, leveled up, and now I'm a ghoul. Nice.
Anything else you guys have that you really like about the system?
I think there's a chance for to become feral on one of the ghouls. Like there's a ghoul like
you said that it like
there's a trait that you can get.
Feral.
Yeah, there's a trait that you can get. It makes you a little bit better, but then once you hit 15, you go feral.
Yeah,
which I love that. That's cool. You're just. I mean, maybe your character knows, and they're keeping it from the party, right? And they're just slowly. They know it's coming. They know it's coming. They pull like the combat oriented character over to the side and whisper to him that they might have to kill him.
Just so you know.
Just be prepared. Don't cry. I know you're gonna miss me, but kill me.
I might go a little nuts. That's fine.
Yeah.
One thing I mentioned to you, Tyler, on the way over here was the fact that like he has a healing rate for things. Like I really
healing
like
rate.
That. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you don't heal the full when you always when you rest, right? You heal your healing rate.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's like I love all the survival elements in this game, right? You have carrying capacity matters, right? Those conditions really matter, right? Healing rate means that you can't always like you're not always going to be at full, so you got to be careful, right?
I can't remember how he described how weight.
I like that he didn't really put weight.
I think it's just like based on space and shape.
Based on it's based it's pretty realistic. I think it's based on your strength modifier. I think I think times 10.
You know what would
your
be
strength
interesting?
score times 10.
You know what would be interesting is if you took like the Munchkin rules and then you added like you can carry X amount of a size of things in backpacks, like so.
Well, I think that's how he put it.
I think that's basically what the intention is. It's like whatever you have space for.
Yeah, I was going to say because
it's more of a measure
like,
of
if you're
volume.
wearing a backpack,
it's like volume.
Like you can
plus
fit one large
whatever.
thing and two small things in this backpack. Or,
yeah.
Like. Okay.
Well, I mean, you could probably introduce backpacks and then just have it like take up a slot, but then give you a certain amount of more space, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I didn't see if there was. There's probably a backpack
in there. He said something like that.
There's probably
because he said that if you're wearing a backpack, obviously you'd have more space.
Yeah.
You could
carry. So
more,
backpack is probably going to increase your load.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't look through the equipment too detailed, but like I love that like the crafting system is so detailed. Like you can craft almost everything in this game.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to have a high intelligence.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. It's cool.
I think it'd be fun to run a campaign like this.
I know. I want to do it.
Do it.
Yeah,
hey,
and then even
we're gonna play Saturday.
Do it.
Let's play this.
Just do it.
Yeah,
let's play this Saturday.
Just run a campaign on it.
Let's play this Saturday.
Okay.
Maybe I'll invite some of the guys.
Yeah, tell them we're gonna play Fallout. And then tell them where the rulebook is, or send them the PDF.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and looking at more at this, like further down in the PDF, like, dude, this guy came up with 2 full pages of conditions for this game. Like, and like how he said in his video where he had to go and figure out how you'd actually make like homemade beer and alcohol and stuff.
Yeah, he has a full crafting system for alcohol.
Takes a little bit. It's fine.
Now I want this kind of a treatment for Elder Scrolls, but we'll have to wait for XP level 3 to.
What would that look like? Would it look much different than this? Like in terms of structure?
No, the leveling up structure would look different because you would have multiple multiple skill trees. Right, and you'd be able to like sort of like
it would be a very
sort of like
time-based game.
The perks the perks wouldn't be based on your ability scores, which they are in here. They would be based on
how would you do like
the skills that you went into.
How would you do the what are they called? The dragon things you can do? The roars, or what are they called?
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to make it in like to where you're a dragonborn, but I mean,
right? But
you could have that like option as like an alternate rule, right? Like you can play, like one or more of your characters can play as this, and then they get these other options.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think only one person could be it. Though.
Yeah, only one person could be, which is why I say it should probably be an alternate rule. Like if one of your characters needs to be that for the story or wants it to be, right? And all the other players are cool with it.
If you play the role of guard, you have to take it to the knee.
But yeah, I mean, I would love this treatment for Elder Scrolls. That would be really cool.
I'm sure we can figure it out somehow.
Yeah, we could try.
Yeah,
I'd be into it.
Yeah, that'd be fun to try and figure out.
Do we have to talk to Bethesda?
We'd probably not to build it, but to publish it, probably.
Yeah.
But to build it so that we could play it, no.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, let us know all
we
of your
could probably
thoughts.
build it to a playtest stage.
Yeah.
Right, and then ask them and see if we can publish it.
Like, hey,
yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah.
Let us know all of your thoughts about
maybe we'll start working on it.
Yeah.
There would be so much into that, though.
It would be crazy.
Because you'd have to.
Like the crafting system would probably be even harder to do. With
Crafting
Skyrim.
I don't think
it wouldn't be harder. It would be. I mean, the crafting system is mostly alchemy. Right.
Yeah, but isn't there like
the crafting
much more
system
stuff
is mostly
involved
alchemy
in Skyrim things than it is in
not necessarily. No. Fallout. The crafting is a lot more complicated.
Okay.
The crafting is much simpler in Elder Scrolls games.
It's literally you have this flower and you have this flower, and
there's the addition of skill trees and the addition of magic. Right.
So there's a lot of
magic and a mana. A certain amount of mana that regenerates as you go, right?
Yeah, so you'd have to have a
mana. Yeah. Those would be like three of your three resources that you had to manage.
Yeah,
right.
And then
And then your stamina and your magicka would regenerate as you go.
Yeah. Would you input like a reputation system? Like if you do something in this town, it would affect what happens in this town.
I would just do that in any game that I ran. I don't think that has to be a system game. I don't think that has to be a system thing.
Okay.
But I mean, I would just implement that in anything, right? Because Fallout 3 did that really well.
Yeah.
Right. The reputation system. Right. You would hear over the radio about all your evil all your evil deeds.
Someone launched a nuke in the middle of the city. Torito! I think
there'd be so many freaking XP bars in that though.
I know. Because you'd have to have XP bars you'd have to have XP for all of your skills.
Oh yeah. Right?
At least leveling up your character would be easy because it's literally, okay, do you want this much more stamina?
Yeah, do you want to increase your stamina?
Or do you want to pick from the skill tree?
Yeah. Well, no, you get to increase and you get to pick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But your skill tree, or whatever skill tree you're going with, you'd have to have...
you'd have to have a progress bar. You'd have to have like 12 progress bars. We could probably simplify it. I think we could
click this link and go and take this exam here.
Yeah. No, we could make a
mechanic. Once you finish, you can upgrade the level 2.
I think you could do it though.
We could make a mechanic that simplified that. I think we could simplify it. I think we could make it work.
I don't even think you necessarily have to.
Can you combine mana and stamina together? In a way.
Not really, but I mean, there's always magic items that you can.
Or stamina and health. One of the 3 bars combined with another one, like to kind of save on.
I don't think you would have to, because I mean those 3 are crucial.
Yeah, I mean,
you would want to keep all 3.
Yeah,
it's the management part is the level progression for the skills.
Well, and then figuring out how to manage all that.
Yeah.
And how much extra stamina
we will try to figure it out.
Level up.
Well, the amount you get is just 10.
The amount of what?
Is that enough though?
What did you guys say?
I said what the stamina level would be when you level up.
Yeah, I mean you could just go
by 10.
You could
10
go 10.
seems too low.
Well, I mean it depends on what the base number is.
Right.
10's not too low if the base number's 1.
Well, and then you
Right.
have to. You have to
10's not too low if the base number's 30. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what the base number is, but we could shoot for a base number that made 10 or look good, or we could make a base number and then base the progression number on it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, and then the enemies would be an interesting thing to figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be because
a lot of
you have to
enemies,
implement you have to. I feel like you have to implement like the ability that giants have to just knock you off the map.
Well, and you wouldn't.
That would be so fun.
Gain XP for killing.
No, that would totally be like if a giant critted on you, you would just launch.
Do we bring in
100 feet in the air?
If we're doing that, do we bring in the Skyrim glitch of if you ride a horse, you can ride up a straight up surface?
Yes. Yes.
You can ride up 90-degree surfaces. You can go through mountains.
I think it'd be an interesting system.
Yeah, but yeah, we could think about that.
Because your XP gain wouldn't be the same.
No.
It'd be based on like.
It would be based on your progress in what you're leveling up.
Yeah. The real question is if you're going into the boss.
So it would actually be closer to. It would actually be closer. It would actually be closer to. It would be close to Starfield. Potentially, because Starfield's a lot like Skyrim is in that way, where like the skills that you have, like in order to put more points in them, you have to actually participate in. You have to actually do stuff that has to do with that skill.
Yeah.
Right. You have to actually work on that skill to put more points in that skill.
Yeah.
Like sneak.
Yeah, and I love that part of Starfield.
That's what I would be doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
so yeah, I mean,
sneak around.
we should
I don't
just
care
do.
If I'm seen.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Yeah.
So you can just sneak everywhere and then just max out your sneak.
It's like that one TikTok clip of I can't remember what the game is, but the girl goes into a room and there's a guy going up the stairs and he comes like, I'm gonna get you, and then she goes in, closes the door. Where'd she go? And he starts going back from the stairs.
Is somebody there? Well, he's got an arrow in his head.
Who the? But yeah, any other opinions or likes or dislikes about the system?
No, I love it. Yeah, I mean, I think we've said pretty much what we can say about it.
Yeah.
Until we play it. We're going to play it this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, we'll give a rundown on our next episode.
Yep.
But before we end this episode, we have a little bit of an announcement.
Yes.
We're going to be updating, for those of you that have followed our DM's Guild products, the pirate class we released, I don't even know when it was. Do you remember?
It was a few years ago. 2019.
2019, yeah.
It might have been 2019.
Yeah, and then we updated it again in 2021, I remember.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna update it again.
Yeah, we're gonna update it again and actually gonna make some.
We're gonna add
big
more
changes.
subclasses.
So
we're gonna fix a big problem with the Raider subclass.
Yep.
That I noticed. This whole time, it's been broken. Not broken as an OP, just actually broken.
Just broken.
Just broken.
You mean with the Viking subclass or the Curse Pirate?
The Viking. The intention was to call it a Raider, but I don't know. I don't remember when we changed it to Viking.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna update those, and then we have I think a couple more that we're gonna be releasing. So be paying attention to that on DM's Guild.
Yeah, and Patreon.
Yeah, and we just launched a Patreon. So if you guys go into the description of the YouTube video or in the description on the RSS feed, you'll find the link to our Patreon. And we're going to be putting up some pretty cool stuff here coming soon. You are going to probably be releasing the first thing if you
yeah, the Path of the Worm Barbarian, which is a dragon subclass for a barbarian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Yeah, you get to breathe. You get to breathe draconic. You get a draconic breath weapon. You get resistance. You get all the good stuff.
But we've got a lot of plans for what we're gonna release. I'm working on a class, a full blown class for exclusively Patreon people to have access to. And we're gonna make a few of the things on the website. We're gonna make them cheaper through Patreon. I still got to go in and do that, but like the book, for instance, the Illican's Tome of Opportunities that we just released a couple months ago, will be a little bit cheaper on Patreon if you guys decide to show us some support there. But I think for now that's it, right? In terms of
for now that's it. Terraria is launching a Kickstarter for their new board game.
Yeah,
wanted to mention that.
Make sure you check that out.
Yeah, check that out. I had no idea until a few weeks ago, so they're not really advertising it very well. I not that I've seen, because I mean I happened to run into it, right? And I'm a huge Terraria fan. Like, it's one of my favorite video games, and like I just happened to run into it.
Didn't you say DC 20 is coming out soon too?
June 4th.
Yeah, June 4th is the. It's actually, we're not going to have, I think, another episode of the podcast to see that.
Until after that, right? The next episode.
Yeah, we're going to have one the week of that starting. After,
so we might end up talking a little bit about that next week. Or, I mean, next time. Next episode.
Yeah, it's literally the weekend after it launches. So we'll probably talk about that.
It depends on if we get to look at it or not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for now. We're still at a little bit of a shorter episode, but we made up for that last time with our long game. So,
and we're going to be posting longer episodes of the podcast.
Right? Yeah, we're going to have all the times that we've been recording. We've had a bunch of stuff we've said before we start the podcast, and then after, and we're figuring we're going to put all that extra content up for you guys to watch and see.
I'm probably out of frame,
but yeah, you're always out of frame. But yeah, that's gonna be some more content for the Patreon. We'd really love any and all support that you guys could give us over there, because it does cost things to make these things. So, but if not, then sharing the videos and the podcast itself is doing us just fine. Make sure you go over to both our DMs Guild, our website, and Drive-Thru-RPG stores, and you can see all of the products that we have up for sale.
That's cool.
It's a Lizardman.
I didn't even notice it until just now. Is that a Stargate?
Or is that? It looks like a Stargate.
That would be cool. A Stargate on top of a Triceratops or whatever it's called.
All right. Well, I think that's it for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.